Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And it's caught from inside the 20. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up for the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Bulls. Made the defense look slow that time. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dump off caught by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. That's a design quarterback keeper. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth and making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Freeman. Lets it go. And it's complete downfield. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Washington.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. And it's good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts from inside the 20. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. USF offense is back out there now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Bulls will bring their punt team onto the field. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Fair catch made near the 45. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking downfield. It's Freeman. Receiver makes the grab. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And he'll set up to throw. He lets it go on the move. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
Really love how the defensive coordinator here is able to get that linebacker free and come up with a sack. Think about Washington over the years, how the Pac-10 and now the Pac-12. One thing you can always think about is great linebacker play, great safety play, and an intimidating presence by their defense.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Bulls trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. It's a quarterback keeper. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southport.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to pass. It's Freeman. Bringing pressure. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They're going to run it here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, USF. This quarterback on fire today. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Looks like Washington will have the first down.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
Looking to pass. It's Freeman. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Finally brought down, but the gain moves into the 44.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Looking to throw again. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Back to throw. It's Freeman. Trying to extend the play. Eludes the rush. Gets rid of it on the move. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Going after, not right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he fields it inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On first and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here's that defense shifting again. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
And the junior able to get home with the sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. And is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. They've got him behind the line. The defense with a sack in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Bulls will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Breaks loose at the 40. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And this one is caught. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. The Huskies pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense finally able to get him down after the juke, but he picks up a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll try and run it with the fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. This offense is still clicking. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at midfield. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
Try to run it with the option. And he's got it already past the first down marker. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southport.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Huskies offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's got his man open downfield. Goes down after the catch. That's a solid gain, but still not enough for the first down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. Offense is going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Back to pass. It's Freeman. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Fights through a tackle. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Huskies. Wills his way to the end zone.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. But when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Using his legs here. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's McCray. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. They'll try the option play here. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. They'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Scanning the field, it's Freeman. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? The ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Well, the defense doing a good job here on these 1st and goal and 2nd goal situations. Now we're to 3rd and goal. Got to hold up in coverage. This offense clearly trusts their quarterback. They're going to find a way to probably put it in the air. Can you get a pass rush? And can you hold up in coverage here on 3rd down?
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal, and this offense is down, needs this. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
That's a quarterback who is willing his team to find a way to win. 4th and goal, everything covered, and instead of trying to squeeze it in, he trusts his legs to get it into the end zone, and it pays off.
Does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. USF offense is back out there now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. The sure hands. It's McCray. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
The short completion of the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The Bulls pick up enough to get a first down there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Can he make it to the marker? The Bulls pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. He's got room looking for the end zone. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. 1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. And a timeout is called here. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says